Hello and welcome to News Across Nigeria, where we crisscross the Nigerian Federation across the 36 states, telling you what's happening now. I'm Olumide Macaulay. On today's program, we begin in the northeastern part of the country, where two female suicide bombers have killed 24 people in Umarari Mulai in the outskirts of Maiduguri, Borno State. Several others were injured in that attack, which occurred in a mosque during early morning prayers. Our correspondent reports that the first bomb went off from one of the suicide bombers who disguised as a man in order to be able to join the worshippers. The second bomber, a female as well, who was outside the mosque, detonated her bomb when sympathizers rushed to the scene. This is the third attack in Umarari, a village occupied by people dislodged by insurgents in adjoining villages. In spite of that incident, the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Tukur Buratai, is confident that the country will soon be rid of the Boko Haram insurgency in the northeastern region of the country. The Army Chief gave this assurance when he visited the Deputy Governor of Oyo State, Mr. Moses Adeyemo, during his one-day familiarization tour of 2 Division of Nigerian Army, Adekunle Fajuyi, Cantonment, Ibadan. He added that the intensity of the onslaught against terrorism has been increased, and this has resulted in reduction of attacks in the region. In the north-central part of the country, well, to the south-south before we go there, ahead of Saturday's election rerun in Rivers State, a coalition of civil rights groups in Nigeria have staged a peace rally in Port Harcourt, the state capital. The group walked through major streets, giving out handbills and preaching violence-free elections. The group finally converged on the headquarters of the Independent National Electoral Commission, where they met with the National Commissioner of the electoral body in charge of operations, Amina Zakari, and the resident electoral commissioner in the state, Anedi Ekoiwa.
What we actually intend to achieve is we don't want to hear anything that has to do with killings or violence, snatching of ballot boxes or committing of any electoral offenses that existed before. This time around, our message to the political class, to both Rivers and non-Rivers, all stakeholders in Rivers State, is to be peaceful during, before and after the election.
I came to see the level of preparedness and to reassure the people of Rivers that INEC is out to conduct peaceful, free and fair elections. But the peace has to come from the people of Rivers. INEC will just do the right things to ensure the elections are free and fair and in a conducive environment. But the people of Rivers have to help us achieve that. And we're glad to have seen the DIG come in person to reassure the people of Rivers that security is of paramount importance in this election. And we hope come 19th we'll have very good elections that will be acclaimed worldwide.
From there to Kwara State, where the Kwara State Command of the Nigerian Immigration Service has rescued 20 children who were being used as laborers in farms in Kaima local government area of the state. Showing the children, all boys, and the farmer who hired them, the state controller, Nigeria Immigration Service, said the command has been having run-in battles with the Yoruba farmers who beat officers for daring to challenge them or who attacked them. The boys are said to be from Benin Republic, Togo, and Burkina Faso.
The group of 20 were rescued by officers of the Nigerian Immigration Service in Kwara State from a farm in Kayama local government area where they were illegally employed as laborers. Between the ages of 12 and 16, the boys were brought in from Benin Republic, Togo, and Burkina Faso and promised motorcycles if they work hard enough. They were discovered during a routine mop-up exercise.
We had series of brawls with the farmers in Kayama. One of my officers was beaten to a state of pulp that we had to rush him to the hospital. 15 of them are from Republic of Benin. 2 are Togolese. The remaining 2 are from Burkina Faso. It is that bad.
Concerned that this could be another dimension of child trafficking, The NIS boss said the boys will be handed over to the National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons.
It's NAPTIP that would properly prosecute them because they know much on how to handle cases on children.
Their employer, who spoke Yoruba, admitted that he only engaged 3 of the 20 boys, and he has been farming in Kayama for years. The Immigration Service says he too will face prosecution.
You're watching news across Nigeria. Coming up, when we come back to the southeast, where in Anambra State, commissioning of roads and infrastructural development.